What is 107 minus 32?
Keep giving her the easy ones.
107. What's 107 minus 32?
I'm not telling you now.
This is an ordinary primary school that's made an extraordinary decision.
We've got a whole new class starting our school. Would you like to meet them?
I was expecting children, and then it was our parents.
The head teacher has invited a group of parents back to school alongside their children to find out the hard way
Yeah, can I go to the toilet, please?
what primary school is really like today.
Questions about fronted adverbials and adjectives.
Oh, it was so stupid.
No phones. No shouting.
Don't backchat to teachers.
It's mostly like you can't really do anything. Don't move.
In a real classroom next door to their kids, during one half term, they'll have to do everything they do.
At the end of this term, you will be sitting some SATs exams.
I don't agree with it.
He's 50 and he's dancing in a school. He's 50 and he's dabbing.
This class of parents are about to find out if they can keep up with their kids.
Just be nice, have a coffee and a cigarette.
Do you think your dad was naughty at school?
Of course.
Why do you think that?
Just for Dad, he's naughty now.
I'm not having somebody speak to me like that. No chance, I'm a grown woman.
At Blackrod Primary, just outside of Bolton, it's the summer term.
Hello.
On what seems to be just another school day. But unknown to this lot, life at primary is about to take an unexpected turn.
Bringing adults into school seems potentially bizarre, but the learning opportunity is immense.
Looking very beautiful. Who is it?
Me.
It's you?
Mr. Dryborough has been head here for over 30 years.
Change is constant. If you're a parent, say age 30, early 30s, your experience of primary school is already 20 years distant. So how do we actually help our parents to understand better what's going on in school?
As usual, Mr. Dryborough has called morning assembly. But today, he's got a big announcement to make.
We've got a whole new class starting our school. And they're going to join us today. And that is why we're having this special Blackrod assembly to make sure that the newcomers to our school feel really welcome.
What the children don't know is, arriving for their second ever first day of primary school are some of their parents.
Oh, God, what have we done?
I'm Bill.
I'm Jill.
Pretty sure it's Jill, you're right.
I think so.
You think so?
Colleagues throughout the country will think that you're bonkers to even attempt something like this, because you can think of any number of scenarios where things could go wrong. My attitude is, if you don't take risks in anything, men will still be in the cave.
We'll be all right.
This particular class has property developers and heavy metal singers, painter decorators and legal secretaries, train drivers and engineers.
I want to understand what my son's going to have to go through in year 6. Do I come home from work and cut him slack, or do I, drill into him?
I was in primary school
Where are we? About 38 years ago. My main motivation is actually to find out how it's changed so I can help Asha, because at the moment she probably knows more than I do.
I would love to find out what's going on in here, you know, because at the end of the day, they're bringing my kid up.
How many scabs at the end of the day will be on them knees?
So,
after months of keeping them under wraps, Mr. Dryber is ready to introduce this new class to the rest of the school.
So, can I have the front line? Nice. What I'm really looking forward to is walking into the assembly in the school uniform and seeing Asha's face, because she is going to be absolutely horrified.
I'm really nervous. Literally, like, however many pairs of eyes looking at her.
Would you like to meet them? Would you like to meet them?
Are y'all happy?
No.
I think they'll be shocked. Shocked that I've managed to keep it a secret for so long.
3, 2, 1, go! Our new class of students. Go over here. Right, you didn't expect that, did you?
I was scared of your face. I thought, oh
The
no,
death
I'm
stare.
really in trouble. Yeah, I did get the death stare.
Oh my God, oh my God. This day is not happening. I am dreaming. Somebody pinched me. I didn't know it was actually going to happen.
No, I know. And I did tell a little fib.
A little? A little? You said you was going to go and see the builder.
I know, I did.
And they're going to be given the name Class 6M. And they're going to be working in our school, doing the sort of work that you do. Our new class, we go in a line and we're going to take our seats on the benches at the back. So can we give our new class a big clap, everyone? Welcome to our school.
I'm already used to it at home, but here, no chance.
I was expecting children, and then it was our parents. I felt really good and happy.
If we bump into her at a break and she asks, can I play with you at a break, it'll be really awkward if I'm with my friends.
Scary.
Scary?
It's just said, are you wearing my shorts?
All she keeps mouthing to me is, you wait, you wait. You're in trouble when you get home.
For this half term, 6M, average age 40, will be treated as real primary pupils. And with school comes school rules.
No running in the corridors.
No fighting.
No fighting. No phones. No shouting.
Don't be trying to be the class clown either. Yeah, because that really don't work.
You are not allowed to bring any sticks in or leaves.
Don't back chat to teachers.
It's mostly like you can't really do anything. Don't move.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mrs. Mead. That wasn't very lively. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mrs. Mead. Much better.
Keeping 6M in check is Mrs. Mead.
OK, welcome, Year 6. Are we ready? You are far too quiet for a Year 6 class. A couple of things before we start. A lot of people are wearing jewellery, OK? You are a Year 6 pupil, so you are allowed to wear a watch, and that's it.
Staff at Blackrod for 15 years, Mrs. Mead's taught everyone from reception to Year 6.
A lot of parents will get their information about what happens in primary school from their children, and our typical answer when you ask a child what you've done at school today is nothing. I don't think a lot of parents really understand what happens when those doors close at 9 o'clock.
Mrs. Mead needs to get a measure of her new class so she set a few tests based on the current curriculum for 11-year-olds.
We're going to start with a maths test, a written arithmetic. Don't panic. They are not the full-length test, they are shortened. So we're not being really cruel to you. We're going to just, we're easing you in gently.
I like tests, and I don't really get as nervous because I know I can do it. Sometimes I can't be bothered.
Sometimes we do the same test over and over and over and over and over and over.
We are chilled out, we don't really stress.
To learn and to learn very good and learn better.
Yes.
Okay, good luck. Off you go.
I've no idea where to start on some of these.
So for the children at primary school, testing is part of their education and happens on a termly basis.
It's like 40 years ago since the last time I sat a test, really.
They meet challenge probably quite differently to an adult who isn't used to that experience.
47-year-old Julia hasn't sat a maths test in over 30 years.
Could do better, I think, was the phrase that came out a lot in my school reports. Could do better.
Did they even have school reports then?
Yeah, they did. And I know I should be able to do this, but I just find it very, very difficult. My school experience was horrendous. For someone who had, obviously, issues with mathematics, you were just told how to do it and then expected to know. No, no. You were made out to be an idiot, really.
If you get the answer correct, you get your 2 marks anyway. Are you okay?
Yeah, can I go to the toilet, please?
Of course you can. Julia? Julia, it's me, Mrs. Mead. Will you just let me in a minute, love? Hey.
I feel so stupid.
Don't be daft. Hey. When I moved into year 6 3 years ago, I just had to revise everything before I taught it. Okay?
I should know this.
No, but this is part of this is part of the journey for us.
Sorry.
Don't be daft. The year 6 curriculum is tough. We know it's tough. We don't think it's easy.
In Blackrod near Bolton, a group of parents are back at primary school.
Crocodiles in the river below us. If we fall, we all get eaten.
It's break time, and after a difficult morning, Julia's catching up with her 10-year-old daughter, Asha.
How did you do?
I ended up crying.
She sees herself as a failure at maths already, so she's come in with that conception of herself from school and a previous experience of maths.
I felt like a complete idiot.
You started crying?
Yeah, so I had a moment of bawling my eyes out.
It was hard, very hard, seeing her cry, because you don't want somebody to be in that situation. We haven't had many reactions like that because testing is kind of part of education and children, they're more used to it. However, it did make me reflect on what probably happens more internally with children. It does put them under pressure, and there's no denying that.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, she was lovely. She gave me a cuddle. I think it's a lot of self-doubt. I've never been one to really big myself up or, I suppose, believe in myself in a way. I was the little fat girl, not very pretty, not very academic, and I got picked on. very badly. I was bullied, basically, right from it started at primary, but then it continued out throughout the whole of my school life. I was scared. I was scared to go to school because I knew that my whole day would be hell.
Do you want to have a go at my fidgets? It's going to be all done in one day.
Ash's experience of primary school has been so different from mine, and I'm so happy about that.
Sometimes people do get a little bit lonely, but we have play pals and they try and fix that.
And is it important to fit in?
Not that important. You can just be yourself. It doesn't matter what actually anyone looks like. Yeah. It just matters if they care. And then my friend anymore. And then we go. And yeah, so like that.
How's your day been?
I got 17 out of 17.
Oh, well done. Oh, good. So you're better than Miss Muir. Teach me.
Asha, she's in year 5. She's 10. She's about as tall as I am, and I think very soon I'm going to be looking upwards, telling her off.
What makes 14 is 7.
Oh, you had the numbers up.
And 7.
Julia's been Asha's legal guardian since she was 4.
She came from a very chaotic lifestyle with no rules and boundaries. Our relationship has been very difficult. It's got better, and I think it's probably now the best it's ever been. That must be right. Yeah, I think that's right. Do you reckon that's right?
Yeah.
I am not a naturally maternal person, I've discovered. It says pair, so you can't add more than 2 together. I don't take the place of her mum. I'm just an extra one. I'm a bonus.
Bonus discount.
Yeah, bonus discount buy. Yeah, that's right.
Would it be 29 plus 7? I just realised that I have to do this next year for my SATs.
Yes, but this will help me help you now. And I'm still learning, but it's all for Asha at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Wicked.
It's Tuesday morning.
What you got in there? Let's have a look. You want to tell me? Woodlice.
Another member of 6M is about to do battle with demons of his own.
Let's get this over with. Yes. Not started.
Just the thought of PE is enough to bring 52-year-old Mark out in a cold sweat.
What advice would you give to your dad?
Don't trip over in the hallway. That's right.
Yeah, Dad's clumsy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd hated PE. Being of the sturdy build, you ain't going to be first choice in the football team. We'll be right. We've got a good, strong team around me.
Right, guys, are we ready? 1 minute, solid, go.
I like PE because I like being fit. Freedom! Like, basically freedom. You're rich, you're fat, you have to do PE! People who don't like sports, just going to have to deal with it. It's what we have to do in class.
Keep it going!
Since most of 6M were last in Plimsolls, PE at primary has been made compulsory. Most children do at least 2 hours of physical activity like this every week.
Are you counting?
For 6M, ducking out is not an option.
I mean, I used to get out of PE, I'd write my own letters and sign my dad's signature. Yeah, end of. My PE teacher lives around the corner from where we live now. When we moved to Blackrod and I saw him, I went cold. And that's like 30 years on. And he knew. He knows me and I know him.
PE is all about determination and team building, a good opportunity to push yourself, to strive to do a little bit better. There will be students that will struggle with PE in the same way there are students that struggle with maths. In the same way that students have to do maths and English, they should also have to take part in PE.
I like doing cricket, rounders and dodgeball.
I don't like netball, it's really bad for me. And athletics. Oh, I don't like athletics, I'm not very good at running.
What's your least favourite lesson?
Maths.
I don't have a least favourite, to say the least.
I just feel like that's my zone.
That's your zone?
Yeah.
Maths zone.
And time! Well done, guys.
I'm built for maths, not PE. Gets your heart rate going though, doesn't it?
Unlucky for Mark, there's an even bigger challenge looming on the school calendar.
OK, so we need to think about Sports Day, OK? And as a team, you're going to decide what activity you're going to take part in to represent your team, OK?
I've always said I'm not going to do Sports Day. I'd rather have had extra history or extra maths.
Class?
Yes, yes.
The results of the maths test for 11-year-olds are in.
Did about as well as I thought, although I got some right that I didn't think I would.
Not to my usual standards. Schoolboy error.
Half of the adults flunked the test.
I got 11 out of 21. Well, I got 10 and a half, but I'm just putting 11 because I got one nearly right.
Who's cleverer out of you and Mum?
Me.
Do you think you know more than your mum?
Probably. She doesn't know anything.
Mark passed the test with flying colours.
Dad said he was good at maths. That's the only thing I know about. Yeah.
You're right there, yeah.
You don't need anything just yet, so hold your horses. OK, based on your assessments, a couple of things came up. So today, we're going to start by investigating prime numbers, OK?
Julia scored 12 out of 21. Luckily for her, in today's lesson, she's paired up with maths whiz Mark.
Does that make sense? OK, off you go.
Will be divisible by itself and 1 and no other numbers.
It's 107 minus 32.
70, 75.
75.
Right, there's a pattern in this.
8 times 4.
8 times 4.
That's 11, so that's 2.
No,
That's
the
9.
second number's a quarter of 24.
4/5 of 25.
20.
6, yeah, so what I put 2. Yeah, so that's 6, right?
Yeah.
My dad is possibly a student that cares for other people. He sometimes helps people and
The
stuff.
first number.
The second under, add up to
11.
He's that kind of student.
Cheers. Well done. You're brilliant.
See, I'm good at this kind of stuff.
Good at it.
Right, we've double checked it. Yeah, we did it.
I think they teach your education is far tougher than what mine was, mate.
Do you mean like easier me and harder you?
I think it's
or
harder.
Harder you.
I think it's harder for you because they teach you so much these days. I really do. We had it easy street, mate. We had it easy street.
That's in America.
It's nearly time for lunch, and the children are getting ready to file out of class.
OK, year 6, class?
Yes.
But it's actually lunchtime.
Some of the parents are starting to struggle with the routine of the school day.
Try and be as quick as you can, please.
There's a lot of rules, isn't there? It's quite very regulated. I didn't expect it to have so many.
You just think they had free reign?
No, but not like that. It's just
Right,
very,
okay.
it is very like it's institutional. Like, it's really. It
is.
Yeah, there's less rules in prison.
I wouldn't know.
Strongest memory of primary school. There's a few. Getting shouted at a lot, putting my head against the wall, you know, I didn't care for all subjects too much. I just cared for my pals and having a laugh, which isn't the right attitude all the time, but yeah, maybe I should have studied.
These two tables want to go and wash your hands as quick as you can.
No, I knew they'd be telling us what to do, but...
Yeah.
It's a bit,
yeah.
It's quite intense, isn't it?
Yeah, I just weren't expecting it to be so rule-orientated. Yeah.
Do you think your dad was naughty at school?
Of course he was. Yeah, very naughty.
Why do you think that?
It's him. It's just my dad, he's naughty now.
This is a serious question, apart from the joking side. Where can I have a cigarette at dinner time? No, I'm serious. I need a cigarette.
There's no smoking on a school
I
property.
know, I'll go off the school grounds. I don't want to be forced to stay in and not have a cig, because I might blow after. Because it's an addiction, end of the day, and I need a cigarette. It's true, though. Well, I'm only saying the truth.
OK, are you ready? Lined up for lunch? Usually if I've got a normal 11-year-old class and I say, right, enough's enough, that's generally usually all it takes. I just assumed that adults would just toe the line.
Can I have a biscuit? Can I have one of these, please?
Most of 6M have signed up for school dinners. On the menu today is pasta or beef and Yorkshire pudding with veg.
It looks amazing. I'm not going to call it just yet, but I might put some complaints in, see you later.
I'm going to have to bring my own salt sachets, I think.
I'll probably just be able to do an hour, go and have a cig, chill out, do another hour, have a bit of fun. Oh, no, it's definitely like going back to school.
It's quite tasty, actually.
Have you had your dinner?
Are you playing outside later?
Yeah, you're going to play with me?
At lunchtime, the girls usually take the time eating the lunch and they like all the gossip. The boys like to eat the lunch and get out there and start playing. And the footballers, they only have like a sandwich in the lunchbox and they just go straight outside.
You'll literally just eat it.
Just go on.
Do you want to play tag? Yeah? Okay. I'm not. So why are you not supposed to run around?
Scary. Dance, 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 dance.
Whilst most of 6M are playing nicely in the yard, 36-year-old naughty boy Johnny and two of his naughty classmates have already had enough of school rules.
Going for a lovely cigarette.
Yeah, I was going to say, so...
But she's panicking and running away, but I'm like...
I'm not doing a runner.
The grown-ups are now midway through their first week back at primary, experiencing for themselves what school life is really like for their kids.
So you've actually got a nice relaxing afternoon today, hopefully. You don't believe me? Okay. Because today you're going to do some artwork. It's Art and Culture Day in school today.
I have this mantra about a child's entitlement. They're entitled to do art, they're entitled to do music and drama. That's where school should be, not just English and maths. But if that was all we were about, it'd be sad, wouldn't it?
You're going to do a self-portrait.
After a bumpy start to the term, Julia is finally in her comfort zone.
Oh, I much prefer this sort of thing to maths. I'd sit and do this all day instead of doing anything to do with maths.
It's going to be a massive grey.
My favourite lesson is art because I've been learning art for quite
Quite a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, because you went to art club, didn't you? Picasso. With Salvador Dali, and the last one, what we're gonna learn Anthony Gaudi.
I went to this art club, I got better and better, and yeah.
He's really good now. He's like best top of the class at drawing.
This doesn't really bother me whether I do well or not. I think it's a subject that's just for kids that maybe aren't as clever. They might be good at art, so it's something for them. Otherwise, I think it's pretty pointless.
Artist isn't a real job, is it? It's not.
It's for some.
It is for some, but it's not for me.
Not for you, but
No.
for some.
For some it is.
There has to be artists. Christmas cards and fabric, wallpaper, all practical things.
I think art is really important, not only for the things we do in everyday life, but for a self-expression. You know, it's if someone can't express in words how they feel, they can use art, like my daughter when she lost her real mum.
Asha was my cousin's daughter, and unfortunately, when Asha was 4.5, Asha was removed from my cousin's care because of my cousin's lifestyle. And very shortly after Asha came to live with me, unfortunately, my cousin Joe died. So she's had quite a traumatic upbringing, bless her. She started drawing monsters, I mean evil monsters, and you could tell that she really was trying to. It wasn't painting; it was like attacking. It was anger, and even they scared me, you know. And she was only 4.5, but it's how she expressed her anger at losing her real mum.
So that's the other side to it, then, isn't it?
It's been difficult between us because I think it was the culture shock for both of us when she first arrived. But we've got closer, and you know, today she went out with a friend, and she went out the door, she shouted "love you," and I went "I love you back," and that, you know, it's totally different now. We're much more like mother and daughter in a way. But I think a lot of it is down to my inexperience of being a parent. I'm still hopefully getting it more right than getting it wrong now, but still learning.
Okay, well, I'll pick you up a bit later, right?
Okay, bye. I'm off school club, right?
Yeah, you got to go off school club.
Okay, right, bye.
All right, see you later. Love you. Bye. It's all for Asha at the end of the day.
It's important to have mates at school because you'll have company, won't you?
I like that Abigail is very, very caring. She's very nice and she's never mean to anyone. Can we do a hand clapping game now? And no one matters who you play with. Nobody really cares. Yeah, as long as you make friends, that's good.
For new friends, Mark and Julia, changes on the cards.
Don't always work with the same people
We are friends.
Okay.
Mrs. Mead is mixing up the tables.
Nicola, Anna, Jill and Mark.
Oh, you together. All right, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. You know where I am. You know where I am. All right. She's on the half decent table. So yeah, just hope that somebody comes along and puts their arms around her and protects her. Because we're all rolling, you know. We're all in this together, aren't we? You just want the best. You want your best for your friends, you want your best for your family, you want your best for your kids.
Both of Mark's sons attend Blackrod, 5-year-old Sam, who's in Year 1, and 10-year-old Robert in Year 5.
You know what he's going to do now? We have a different setup than your typical, you know, family of 2 children. But look at the colour of his t-shirt. Both boys are autistic. You ready? Oh, My relationship with the boys is protection. You know, I'll take that risk first. It's like taking that bullet, isn't it? You know, you'll jump in front of that train. So we've done it, the boys. Because they are vulnerable. And I'm not, so I can take it.
Tomorrow, Mark's due to compete alongside both his boys at Sports Day. Just time for some last-minute practice.
Are you looking forward to Sports Day?
You've got to give it your best shot, haven't you? Yeah. Give it everything you've got. Because, yeah, I mean, I've got 2 lads who's going to be watching me. Yeah. So I want them to be proud of me giving it a go. If they're giving it a go, I've got to give it a go.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, OK, so, are we listening? Stop talking over in the corner. I know we're not all taking part in the javelin, but I can see it all in your faces, you all want to have a go at it. Yeah. So, if you want to just stand in your teams, one behind the other, then you can have a quick throw.
Team!
Yes!
Team!
Yes.
It always makes me smile, you know, you'll hear about this argument about competition or not competition. Lots of children are naturally competitive, some less so.
Go, Ben.
Why should we say to a child who's brilliant at running, we're not going to allow you to do that? But we're going to have a SATs test that celebrates somebody who gets an incredibly high academic achievement. What's the difference?
Sometimes I think, oh, it's Sports Day, and then the next day I'm like, wow, it's Sports Day, yay! It's super duper fun. And it's super duper good for your body. I'll show you this muscle. If you can. I think Sports Day is the best part in school.
Best event.
But the worst part
is the marathon.
The worst part's the marathon. Last time I did it, I got to the very corner, tripped myself up, and 28 people was in front of me. Battered them, ended up coming 3rd.
Nicola, go and get it and do it again.
Good job, it's shaped like a rocket, because it's going to go into a orbit.
With Sports Day in the morning, for Mark, the countdown has begun.
I've always said I'm not going to do Sports Day, but yeah, let's go for it, you know.
It's the end of the first week of term. And today is Sports Day. One of the biggest events of any school year. And Blackrod's oldest pupils have drawn a big crowd.
Well, Sports Day is a mix of a joyful, happy, involving, engaging activity. We hope for a sunny day. Get the parents in. It's that sort of day where we're celebrating life and it's wonderful. But we also like to compete at Blackrod.
You feeling a little bit excited and a little bit nervous? Yeah. Yeah? OK, have there been any changes regarding what you're going to do?
Taking part in competitive sport is now part of the national curriculum. For Mark, and for his son Robert, it's one of the most challenging days of the school year.
Sports Day. Detested it with a passion. Not happening. I see a lot of Robert in me, you know. He's a mini-me. And Sports Days, you know, is a concern.
OK, off we go.
I think I can walk into the ring.
6M has been divided into 4 houses. And each of them will compete in the same team as their children.
Come on, guys! Go,
It's been 11 years since Douglas have won.
This is going to change.
This is our year.
parents can get a little bit too competitive, where we have had in the past parents who have photographed the finish line, and we've had them bring their phone to show us that their child was slightly in front of somebody else.
I'm just nervous.
I'm really dreading this.
Yeah.
All of a sudden I need water and my water bottle is right down there.
I want a wee, a poo, I want water, I want everything.
Easy, long run at end. Yeah, I'm doing that as well. I might cough a lung up doing that though.
He's focused.
He's in the zone.
He's now in focus. He's not talked for the last half an hour.
This is my mother.
This is my baby.
I'm her baby, 52-year-old baby.
See you talk.
Yeah, see you in a bit.
Next event is Mark's son's big moment, the Year 5 long run.
If you step on the track and you set off, you earn 1 point for your team. If you finish it, you earn another point for your team. And I've done the total so far and it is very, very close. So this could make the big difference. Okay?
But Robert's got last-minute nerves.
So do you want to just try and maybe do one? Yeah, I'll do one back for my that sounds good.
Yeah. I've just told him if he starts and does a meter, he gets a point. So he said he's going to have a go. So he's going to start and go and have a go. It's up to him. I'm not pressurising him to do it. But we'll see what even if he just starts and comes off, it's a point in it. That's what we'll do. Our Robert, he's like his dad, he's never going to run 100 metres in 10 seconds. You know, and sports days, you know, is a concern for me, for him. It's just that concern of, you know, how's he going to cope with it. Rob!
After half a lap, Robert decides he's had enough.
You've got a point for the team. You've got a point for the team.
Oh, but I came last!
Stop. You didn't come last, you got a point for the team. You got a point for the team. Look, somebody fell though. Don't write him off. Because he's trying his damnedest, you know. He's trying his damnedest.
I've only done a half a lap!
Doesn't matter, mate. Write him off at your peril. Because he will make it. Because we'll do it at home and school will do it here.
Now, I've been teaching so long, I can remember when autism wasn't even part of the lexicon. Those children were just a bit different. Every child has a value equal to the others. So we're trying to give them that opportunity to thrive.
Right, Collins, you all right? Yeah. The world of having an autistic child. Or both of them now, both my lads are. It's difficult. Anybody says it isn't is a liar. Walk a mile in my shoes or my wife's shoes. I'll show how difficult it is. You know. But you gotta switch off to it. Just gotta get on with it. Gonna make it work.
The final event of the day, the 600-metre long run. Year 6 men versus Year 6 boys. And the race Mark's been dreading.
Just that little demon in your head all the time, isn't there? It's that little demon there, remind you what it used to be like. But we'll be right.
On Bill.
I hope I do them proud. I hope I do my team proud as well. You know, I hope I do myself proud.
On your marks, set, go.
And even if they feel sick on the start of that line, they've actually got up and gone and taken part because they want to give it the best shots. There's absolutely nothing wrong with aspiring to win.
Come on!
But there is also nothing wrong with taking part and doing your best and not winning.
Come on! Push! Push!
With the winning kids over the finish line, Mark and Year 6 Grandad Bill still have a lap to go.
But it doesn't matter if you don't win. All that matters is that you take part and have lots of fun and keep fit. Yeah. I'm not bothered about winning or losing. I know. It's about playing the game, really.
What's the worst you can do? Come last. I might come next to the last, and then it's a victory, isn't it? All right. All right. Yeah, we took part, didn't we?
I know.
All right.
Oh, I felt so happy. I'm really proud of my dad. I was cheering him on, and I think he did very well.
For Rob, it is like me. It's a trauma for him. He coped really, really well. So I'm so proud of him. So proud of Sam, and I hope that they're so proud of the dad.
Brilliant. I never thought he could run like that.
Brilliant.
Yay! The winners are Rivington!
Right, I think you guys can keep your t-shirts as a souvenir, eh? And if we get back up to class really quickly, I might see if we can all have a sticker before you go home. Remember, still sensible.
Next time, Class Rebel Johnny takes a stand.
At the end of this term, you will be sitting some SATs exams.
I don't agree with it.
Persuade. Persuade.
The class struggle with spelling.
P-E-R.
Yep.
S-W-A-D-E.
There's no W in it.
And a visit to the head teacher's office is on the cards.
Come in.